The fluorescent lights of Seoul National University's lecture hall buzzed overhead as I stared at the failing grade marked in red across my economics midterm. 42%. In my previous life, this would have devastated me. Now it filled me with a cold satisfaction. My name is Kira Metler, and I died at 23, betrayed, broken, and alone. But fate gave me an impossible gift, a second chance. I woke up on my 18th birthday, back in my dorm room, with all my memories intact. The naive girl who once trusted blindly was gone, replaced by someone who understood the true nature of the world, and the true nature of Nova Stetter. I glanced across the lecture hall where Nova sat, her perfectly manicured fingers frantically checking her phone. Her face had gone pale. She'd just received notification of her own failing grade. Of course she had. After all, we were connected by something far more sinister than friendship. In my first life, I thought Nova was my salvation. When my adoptive parents died in that car crash during our freshman year, leaving me with nothing but debt, Nova appeared like an angel. She introduced me to an old woman in Myeongdong's backstreets, someone who dealt in spiritual contracts. The crone had explained that the jade medallion she offered could balance fortunes between two people, that Nova, born into wealth but cursed with poor health and bad luck, could share her family's prosperity with me in exchange for sharing my strong constitution and good fortune. I was so desperate, so grateful to Nova for thinking of me, that I signed without reading the fine print written in archaic Korean characters I couldn't understand. The medallion worked exactly as promised, but not how I thought. Nova didn't share her wealth with me. She gradually took everything that was mine. My academic achievements became hers. My part-time job opportunities vanished, while identical ones appeared for her. Even the boy I'd fallen in love with, Min Junho, slowly began to notice Nova instead of me. By our senior year, I was failing classes that Nova was acing. I was turned down for jobs that Nova landed effortlessly. I watched helplessly as my life force seemed to drain away, while Nova glowed with vitality I recognized as my own. The final betrayal came at graduation. Junho, wearing a suit I'd helped him pick out for our planned celebration dinner, instead knelt before Nova with a ring. I stood in the shadows, watching the love of my life propose to my best friend, using words I'd written in love letters Nova had somehow intercepted and claimed as her own thoughts. That night, I confronted Nova in her family's penthouse apartment, the apartment that should have been mine if the medallion had worked as she'd promised. She didn't deny anything. Instead, she laughed, a tinkling sound like breaking glass. "Did you really think I'd share my inheritance with some orphaned scholarship student?" she asked, sipping wine from a crystal glass. "The medallion doesn't create balance, Kira. It creates the complete transfer. Everything you were, everything you could have been, it's mine now. Even Junho will never remember that he loved you first." I lunged for the medallion around her neck, but she pulled out a